Chattman.
I'm John Chattman. I'm with the Huffington Post, and I'm here at the Oscars, the 83rd annual. Could be a big night for the King's speech, and I paused on purpose because that whole movie is about speech, so I paused for effect. Anyway, I'm going to be on the red carpet interviewing some celebrities. Let's see how it goes. Of all the string of movies, is there like a signature line that came out of the movie that was totally ad-libbed?
Oh, yeah, there's...
Any of the films, you know.
Well, you know that in Cars,
right?
Lightning McQueen has his catchphrase. His name's Lightning. He goes,
right.
Ka-chow.
Right. Yep.
I was in a recording session with Owen Wilson.
Yeah.
And I said, you know, every boy growing up, and you had it the same, every boy growing up has their own set of sound effects.
Yeah.
Right? Gun, machine gun, this, that. I said, what was your sound effect for, like, lightning, you know, or thunder or something like that? And he started doing it. He said, ka-chow, ka-chow, ka-ching, ka-chow. And he did this whole run, and I laughed, and I was like, that's it. And then it came up with the idea of Lightning McQueen always, like, you know, going ka-chow. You know, I was trying to think of the red carpet here at the Oscars of when Lightning McQueen comes up and kind of strikes a pose, you know, for like,
awesome.
you're right here, right where a lot of the photographs of the fashion's taken. They always strike the pose. And that's why we saw Lightning McQueen, and we added that ka-chow phrase with it. It was a total ad-lib thing that Owen Wilson did.
What was your word for lightning as a kid? Do you remember?
It was more like, you know, it's like that kind of. So it's more of a kind of a sound effect kind of thing. You just got a character named after you in Cars 2, right? So that must be pretty cool. Yeah, that was a bit of a surprise. Denise Ream, the producer of Cars 2, she was determined to get me to do a voice in the movie, and I was always really reluctant. So I did one, and without me knowing it, she did a legal clearance on the name John Lasseter. So it's a carification of my name Lasseter. So it's pretty funny. So I'm a pickup truck, so I think that's pretty cool.
So you get your own action figure, your own toy?
Get my own diecast. You bet.
That's awesome, man.
That's right.
We're very proud of the movie and happy that so many people loved it. The response was really great.
Is there going to be any choreography tonight too, or are you just singing?
No choreography.
No?
No.
Zach Levy's not going to start dancing or anything?
No, I mean he may. He hasn't in rehearsals, but yeah, nobody wants to see me dance.
What? You have to dance fine. No?
No? Dancing is not my strong suit at all, so I'll just stick to the singing and holding the microphone.
You've been really busy over the years. You're very prolific.
I've been pretty busy. I keep looking over my shoulder and trying to figure out when they're going to catch up to me. I figure I have no idea what I'm doing. You know that feeling?
I do right now.
Yeah, we do. But it's been a great run. But once in a while you get hooked up with a film like this, and everybody else gets recognized, and you just ride in on their coattails.
Well, the thing that I've noticed, like I've been watching all the award shows and the premiere for this movie, you guys do seem like one big dysfunctional family.
Well,
is that pretty much right?
The characters.
Well, I mean the cast too. Like, you guys seem to have bonded, no?
Oh yeah. There's no dysfunction there. There's a lot of function there, and most of it's silliness and exchanging different creative ideas as to how to approach their work and stuff. So it's great.
It's like extreme close-up, right? Yes. So, I asked this to Cheryl a few minutes ago, and I'm just curious: is there any of the nominated films that you could actually picture Larry David doing a better job in?
Larry David doing, but King's Speech.
Because of the stuttering, right?
Yeah. I love to watch Larry David in the King's Speech. Winter's Bone, Searching for His Father.
Okay.
Toy Story, I think that wouldn't be weird. The other ones would be all weird, you know. Yeah. Inception with Larry David. Come on.
I would see it. Please, I would see it. So, are you excited? I mean, you're part of Toy Story 3, which is kind of this juggernaut. But I mean, I don't think anyone here would be upset if Toy Story 3 took home the top prize tonight.
Well,
I know it's not.
That it does, and no one is upset. Imagine someone standing up and going, "I'm upset! I can't believe it won!
Give it back, right?
Give it back! Outrage!"
So tell me, when Danny Boyle said that he wanted you to write a score about a movie about a guy who cuts his arm off, what instantly went through your head?
I was thinking that it is a whole 180-degree turn for after a successful movie like Slumdog Millionaire, you know, such a happy movie.
Yeah.
It could have been very depressing, but the way he did it was amazing. Except for the arm cuttings.
Yeah, except for that scene, but like seriously, and
which is the most important scene of the movie. So without it.
But the whole thing, like you leave and you just feel really good about life and everything, and I think the score plays into that a lot. So, tell me, you know, what was it like actually coming up with it? How did you come up with the score?
The score is, it does its own bits, but also we wanted to bring the culture of American music in it. So we had a lot of licensed music in it. But the score is actually more trippy, trancey, and yet not drowning you in the emotions.
Right.
Over melodramatic, but giving you that sense of lightness for the whole emotion.
How big a deal is this just to get a nomination alone, so you almost ensure that more people are going to see your film, which I'm sure is a big thing.
That's the biggest thing, to have more people watch the film.
Right.
And I think also it meant something to all of the families. There are hundreds of thousands of people who are suffering the effects of natural gas drilling all across America. So I think getting nominated for the Academy Awards actually made for good news, for a change.
Right.
This form of drilling was completely deregulated. It's a massive failure to protect public health. And then all of a sudden, you know, you have the Oscars coming in.
Right.
We'll have something to celebrate.
Right.
So, you know, that's cool.
Cool. So tonight is kind of like, I don't want to say the end of the journey, but do you know what I'm saying? Like, can you be reflective about the whole experience, about, you know, making the film and actually standing where you're standing right now?
Well, we're nowhere near quitting. I mean, we
Yeah.
campaign on this every single day. Both Trish and myself, we're in the drilling zone. We're by no means off the hook. John every day has to deal with the realities of natural gas drilling in Wyoming, where he said health problems and they cannot drink their water anymore. So yeah, it is a finish line of sorts of a multiple marathon.
But it's also a new beginning in other ways, because this beginning will shed so much light and open up so many eyes to this issue that I think we're on to something really, really important now, that we're going to get the support we need to get improvement on this issue.
Right. Well, good luck tonight and good luck, Jeffrey. A little while ago, I asked you about, first, if I could borrow your Oscar, and just borrow it. I would give it right back. And second, I asked you if maybe we can work on a Precious sequel together. And I haven't heard from you, and I'm just curious where we're at.
Well, I think you'll have to check with Sapphire first.
Okay.
About that.
Okay.
But you know, if she gives the go-ahead, we're on.
Precious 2 Electric Boogaloo.
Yeah, perhaps. You know, I think stranger things have happened. But until that happens, you know, I've been writing and directing, and directed a film called Violet and Daisy that'll come out late this year.
Okay.
And I hope we get to talk again then. I'm so excited by it. I'm so happy with how it came out. And
is this your directorial debut?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Yeah, and this was from an original script of mine.
Okay.
And I'll tell you, last year was really unbelievable.
Yeah.
And it continues.
Yeah.
It continues. It's just amazing.
It must be nice, though, to sit back, relax, watch the Oscars tonight, and not have to, you know, pins and needles time, right?
Absolutely. But I'll tell you, this year has some similarities for me with last year, in that I really didn't expect my name to be called. And so I was probably more relaxed than you might guess last year.
Right.
Because I didn't think I'd have to make a speech. But it certainly is even more relaxing than that this year.
People really look good. And I never know what trends are going to happen on the red carpet until they happen. And we saw a tremendous amount of lace. We saw very beautifully shaped columns, a lot of sequins.
Right.
But what I was saying earlier is that if you think about the other red carpet events as being weddings, the Oscars is really a coronation.
Right.
People dress up for it, and they look their best, and they did.
Now, if you win tonight, that'll be 3 Oscars for you?
Yeah.
Okay. Can I have one? Because that's
Promise her.
You can have 3 in 2 years, man. Come on. Well, you have 3, right?
She wants it.
Can you thank me if you win?
Of course.
Did I make a lasting impression on you at all?
Thank you.
Good luck, man.